Today's tour is of the historic and beautiful Cathedral Hill neighborhood in St. Paul. My name is Schumann. I am a realtor here in the Twin Cities, and I specialize in helping people that want to move to the Twin Cities metro figure out what the housing is like here, what different neighborhoods and suburbs look like, what kinds of amenities they offer, and I also like to give the outsider perspective of what it's like to live here in Minnesota. I moved here from out of state not that long ago, and I remember clearly my frustration with trying to find the right place for us. If this is you, you should consider subscribing, and please reach out with any questions because I absolutely love to talk to people that meet me on YouTube. Cathedral Hill has been on my list of places to make a video for a long time. I am not going to say that this is because it's in such a super high demand location for people coming from out of state, but maybe it should be. Sometimes I think the beauty of various neighborhoods within Minneapolis and St. Paul kind of stay a little bit under the radar because many times people move here and they're used to maybe a suburban life, or they might feel intimidated about exploring the city neighborhoods, but I'm here to tell you not to be. I mean, even if you just want to come in town and poke around there for the day, it's really worth it to explore. About a year ago, I looked at an enormous old mansion in Cathedral Hill, but it needed absolutely everything. And the family that was looking at it made me laugh a little bit because they had little twins, and one of them said, "Dad, I don't think this is safe." It needed every surface touched and every fundamental replaced. It was an absolute dream though, because you could look directly next door and see what the potential was, a Victorian mansion up on the hill. This neighborhood is full of these grand dames, century-plus old homes that have been restored to their original beauty, or in some cases, they've converted these into very small condo buildings of like 2 to 4 units. I was checking out the MLS while preparing this video, and I saw a few of them listed this way, and it's just such a great way to be able to blend the desire to live in one of these amazing old homes and really, still have some money left for groceries. The ones that I've seen have maintained the character and simply made the main and maybe lower level a unit, and then the upper 2 floors a unit as well, and potentially a third one in the carriage house. The neighborhood has a stretch of Selby Avenue running through it, and along that stretch are some restaurants and places to gather and eat in the community. And one of my favorites in this area is Moscow on the Hill, which is this amazing Russian restaurant. It's a lot of fun to go to. It's not your typical food option. They were recently recognized in Minneapolis-St. Paul magazine as having one of the best patios in the cities. This may seem like a minor attribute, but Minnesotans use absolutely every opportunity to live outside in the summer and really in the winter too. Other restaurants of note in the neighborhood are Sweeney's Saloon and W.A. Frost, which is a cozy and romantic spot that also has a great patio for dining out. The neighborhood doesn't have any large parks like within the neighborhood boundaries, but there are a lot of play lots throughout and bike lanes absolutely everywhere. St. Paul has sidewalks in all of the residential areas, so people are able to safely walk. The Mississippi River runs south of the neighborhood, and it does have quite a bit of green space with walking and biking trails on it. But the one downside of this neighborhood is that it's kind of sandwiched in a triangle of freeways, and there isn't super easy access to the parkway along the river. You'll have to find like an underpass, and I think it's at Summit Avenue. This little freeway situation is also a plus because it kind of makes a secluded little neighborhood too. There's not a lot of traffic coming in and out of it. If you prefer to be car-free or drive less, this would be a great option for you because of the walking and biking aspects, but also the easy access to public transportation in the form of buses. And then the light rail runs along University Avenue just north of the neighborhood, and there are several car share services, including EV and Our Car, that are in the area. One of the things that you'll notice as you look at the homes in the area is that there is a lot of heavy tree cover, and I find that that makes for a really pleasant place to live, and it's really actually healthier according to studies that say that living in an environment that has a lot of trees reduces stress, helps you focus, and gives you better respiratory health. Not to mention that little added benefit of helping with your utility bills, because your house is going to be cooler in the summer. And yes, this matters. Even here in Minnesota, it was the 90s last week. So we like to survive this heat just like everybody else. Just east of the neighborhood, you'll find a larger shopping and eating area on Selby in Lexington Hamlin neighborhood. And along Grand Avenue to the south, there are more shops and restaurants, including a Kowalski's grocery store. If you want Target, you're just a short drive over to the Highland neighborhood, where there is a Target on Ford Parkway. And I do have videos on Highland and Mac Groveland neighborhoods as well. This area may appear kind of super swanky, but the fact is that there are homes at every price point here. There is an amazing 5,600 square foot, 9-bed, 7-bath home built in 1900 and asking $1,350,000. That one comes complete with a turret and some incredible woodwork, 3 fireplaces, and a kitchen that still has period charm. It's got that old feel, but it has commercial grade appliances, beautiful upgraded counters, and all that stuff. Of the 38 homes that are actively on the market in the area, 20 are listed at less than $400,000. There are 1 or 2 bedroom, 1-bath condos listed in the low 100s, and I saw 4 listings for those converted mansions that I mentioned, starting at $325,000 and going up to $750,000 for a slice of that old world luxury. Check out my playlist of neighborhoods and suburbs if you're curious about other areas, or if you are thinking more about the burbs, you can check those out and decide what the best place for you is to make your home. Thanks for watching.